If you want to build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Jets. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Get it! Alert! Alert! Bring it! Ready!
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Richardson is going to keep it running right and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Richardson now on 2nd down. Campbell making the catch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Cowboy 80.
Richardson on 3rd and short. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. Down the left sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 79 Broncos. Ready?
Here's Pierce. Is in. Touchdown, Jets.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
And now they'll shift things around. Throwing to start the drive. Davidson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Davidson. Incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Davidson. Powering forward. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, there are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Hawk 70. Go.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. Oh, he shifts past him. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Extra point forthcoming.
The kicker on for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now a second and 10. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They need 12 here. It's third down. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Come on, come on.
This 2nd and 4.
11.
Back to throw. Davidson eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Safety Ranger. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Davidson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Desmond King to return it from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The speedster Desmond King. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, 49ers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Here is 3rd down at 4.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Warriors 70!
Smith and Jigba in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. On this one, and may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. The Jets hit 9-3 here on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Buffalo 18!
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Ready up!
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Ready!
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready, check!
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go!
Second and 7.
Rig alert!
Hopkins, the man in motion right.
Trap 60! Trap 60! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Looking to throw on second down. Davidson throwing out right here, caught by Olave. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hurry, hurry!
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
18, pioneer! Hurt, hurt! Mustang 19!
To throw on second down, Davidson. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain 2, and it brings up second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Seven Pirates. 60 Maverick. Go.
Back to throw. Davidson. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Richardson. He finds Smith and Jigma. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He's going to have the hook. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey,
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
A gain of 3, second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Big Lion. Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ross. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Here is 3rd and 5. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
3rd and 5.
Panther 11.
Richardson working from the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's good for the Jets. First down. 1st and 10.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Richardson back to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
3rd and long for Richardson. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring him back within a point. Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and 19. In motion, the tight end. Throwing on 3rd and long. Davidson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready?
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
Pushing his way through. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Play action. Now Richardson. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
For the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Operating from the gun. Davidson escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Davidson. He lets it go deep for Olave. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
18 runners. Come 19. Come 19.
Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion left.
70 Rangers. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Davidson looking deep downfield. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 5. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Okay, ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's good for a Jets.
Ready.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. That ball caught by Campbell. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Pierce gets this one running right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Richardson looking to throw this. That one caught by Rice. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Jets on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. At 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Operating from the gun, Davidson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Jets are right back in this football game.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Well, this series could very well determine our outcome. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Drop your lying.
Richardson going to change the play here.
Ready.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
At the 3-yard line.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Richardson on 3rd and short. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third.
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 35-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
79 Broncos.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Davidson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Operating from the gun. Davidson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco. And a little bit of a surprise they